Tonda, tonda, tonda mfumu, tonda nzambi moyo wame. Evokangele tonga nami, olenda yindila se. Tonda, 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 tonda Isu, tonda nzambi moyo wame. Vokangeye tonga nani, olenda limbudio dio dianu zendi, munakumba ndio wam, diambo dio le ufwalandi, mukumakia moyo wame. Tonda, 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 tonda Isu, tonda nzambi moyo amen. Vokangeye tonga nani, olenda vidila sem. Nundinanga masa meto, indulanga mwanandi. Zongizanga mbenizeto, onanipe unzabieto. Tonda, 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 tonda Isu, tonda nzambi moyo amen. Vokangeye tonga nani, olenda ibidila sen. Bikambasi za dizulu, bikampeve ya kiese, bikabato bavamvanve, osanisi nanti mami. Tonda, 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 tonda Isu, tonda nzambi moyo amen. Vokangeye tonga nani, olimbai bidila sen.
Ja, in Kikongo, hè? Tem também Kikongo? No? Look, this is the book that must be translated into English. This is an Kunga book. This means Kunga is psalms, in spiritual psalms, the songs. Yeah, these are songs that must be translated, and yes, and we are going to some of them. Yeah, normally I could also sing now in Portuguese one, and
Nzambi seto okuzulu utuvale nsamboa, toma kutu kumikanga utuzakwisa. Nzambi tata talangampe zetizele ebubu wau, ubate mono izakaka wa iza. Nzambi tata talangampe zetizele ebubu wau, ubate mono izakaka wa iza. Mfumu Isu utufila munanzi ezuluwa, utulanda okuwina kokuya kwensi. Nzambi tata talangampe zetizele ebubu wau, ubate mono ezakaka wa iza. Nzambi tata talangampe zetizele ebubu wau, ubate mono ezakaka wa iza. Kumba mfumu ntangunyeto ya wikembe wango wau, konsolu kwikilaka okumfuluza. Nzambi tata talangampe zetizele ebubu wau, ubate mono ezakaka wa iza. Nzambi tata talangampe iza mwanda nzambi velelesa asa vuka yombi ngolo zako hisivavwa mona ntima mya nzambi tata talangape zetizele yebubu wau ubate monweza kaka wa iza
Nzambi tata. Tá falando assim, Deus entra no coração daquelas pessoas que têm mal para ficar já bom.
Yes. This song talks about the Most High should entering into our hearts, so that yeah, we should repent and all these things. This song is singing if you are seeking the ruach to come. Yeah, it's like we have some special songs if we are yeah, if we do fastings together. We are in one room and we are crying, and yeah, so then the Most High will manifest himself, and these are some of the songs that we sing, because yeah, it's this song talks about repentance.
Nós não temos força, é só Ele que tem força que pode nos dar.
Yeah, so we are weak, and he's the only one that he's strong, and he can, it's only him that can give us power. Yes, and this is that what we were singing, no? So let me find another one. Yes, here.
Tu kembelela nzambi kuzulu evandanga omfumu eto ampwena maonso eyalanga kavangezile nzulu kwango kwasasintu pedu kembelela nzambi wakatuzolele tukembelela nzambi okutulandanga.
Mama, du kannst das nicht, ne? So nicht, so nicht. Nein. It's better I sing alone. She can't sing, yeah. So, now. Tukembelela nzambi yeto wandi okukubanza. Wait. So, Mama, du kannst das hier mal übersetzen.
What?
Hier.
Awa.
Ja, hier.
Tukembelela nzambi okutuzolanga. Vamos lhe agradecer porque Ele nos gosta muito.
Yes, we are honoring Tatanzambi because he's loving us so much.
Nos mandou Deus aqui para nos ajudar.
He has sent us the Ngunzas, so he has sent us his power to helping us.
Atinda aqui é para yago kufila biswa.
And he has sent his son also to die for us. So, and here, tu kembelela nzambi kuzulu evandanga.
Vamos lhe agradecer porque Ele anda sentar aí no céu.
Omfumu eto ampwena maonso eyalanga.
Ele é o nosso Deus poderoso porque Ele que anda fazer tudo para nós.
Kavangenzi enzulu kwangolo kwasintumpe.
Ele fez terra e o céu na toda poder.
So we are honoring Tatanzambi, Kimbo na Tatanzambi. Kuzulu Evandanga means he lives in heaven. Omfumu ento ampwe na maonso na yalanga. He has also created the earth, the heaven and the earth. And Kavangenzi in Zulu, was bedeutet das Kwangolo? Ja, genau. Tia, du kannst auch so gut singen. Sing mal eins hier. Ja. Hier, Mama, du singst mit.
Wapi mutango?
Gakutu. Baza, oh, die person kaya baza. Nicht viele.
Wapi nayemba?
Such mal eins.
Wapi nayemba?
Ja, egal, such. Wo sagt ihr
Wapi
das?
Numero. Tukendelela
Now I have the mellow group here, you see.
Tukembelela Nzambi kuzulu vandanga omfwena maoso yalanga kavangensi yezulu kwangolo zazi umpetu kembelela Nzambi waukatuzolele tukembelela Nzambi okutuzolanga Yesu walandi okutubanzanga katuma Yesu Kristu kafwa mukumakieto tukembelela Nzambi waukatuzolele tukembelela Nzambi waukatuzolele tukembelela Nzambi mambo tevananga kwanzima nelela mpe kazola mambiko entima mieto myambi oyandi wasukula amyo tukembelela Nzambi waukatuzolele tukembelela Nzambi waukatuzolele tukembelela Nzambi wauzolanga kampe emuna nzila zulu tuzole kwendanga na amya tukembelela Nzambi waukatuzolele.
Kine zoek maar een goede sleep. Oi, Lala. Lala makas.
Kasi ko kembelela.
Yeah, kembelela Lala boy. Ja, je zingt toch goed?
Mengana zoke ni siko.
Een lied nog, een lied. Deze is september.
Na baklia bazeli penza ke tozoyemba na.
Zo, dat is je echt. Kent je dat?
Wa nze muni nangu. Kadilo ntimampenya posoka avakundi yetu amwa Yesu mwana Davido Toma Yesu mwana Davido Toma Yesu mwana Davido tuwe na tekutu kenda tantu emonazo ngewadidi lekinsa nga Yesu mwana Davido Toma
Yesu mwana David wa
Toma
wa
Yesu mwana
David
wa.
Thank you, Tia.
Ja.
Wow, ich habe das gestern gehört. Das war gut. You see, they sing like angels. I told you, amazing singers. And, Kimbo. You see, and it's amazing. It's amazing. I told you, they are sisters. These are my mother and her sister, and they are amazing. And you have to know there are more of them. And if they start really singing in groups, you can't believe. And if we do not see the ruach, her man, if he hits the guitar. It's a gift from our forefathers. I grew up with the spirit. It's like we are not doing anything with the spirit. But one day someone told me, even if you people receive in PV, so why your lives does not change? And I was like, everything has its time, because even if you're a spiritual person and you know many things because the spirit told you. This means not that we knew that the coronavirus is coming. I made videos about that, and I even told my people that hey, there's a big virus coming, and it was like, no, he want to make money, and it was funny for me. Then came even bigger and harder. And I was like, oh, I'm right again. So the ruach was right, and this is the truth. So I want to talk about friendships and yes, I want to talk about friendships and success, family success. If you ever worked in the company, I'm sorry for that kind of that thing here in Germany. Now we are, I don't know, it getting worse, even worse. I was in the shop and they told me I can't buy anything without this one. I can't enter, and they gave me a chip, and I have to put the chip in my pocket and buy things, and later give the chip to them back. I was like, oh wait, you see, even that the works tell us like this is about to come, and we can't do against it. The world is too heavy. The world is too heavy. You can't push the world. Even if you know bad things coming, you can't push the world because the world is too heavy. Now, we want to talk. If you work in the company, right? You work in the company, and the first thing that you will understand is that if you produce something, first it has to pass to stage 1, then it will go to stage 2, then after stage 2 it will go to stage 3, and after that people have to sell. And so there are different kind of groups and different kind of jobs in one company. So this is how a family should function. This is how a family should function. I want to talk a little bit more about this kind of things because it's important. The leader that the Most High put over us is always the man. The man should be the leader from the family. And that's why I want to start with our mans. If today the most of the women are deceived in churches, paying the tax without understanding anything from the scriptures or something like that, because most of the women going to the scriptures, they go into the churches, just listening what they want to hear, but they do not really understand what the pastor says, and then they are starting to donate, and if we as a man also want us to live good, we have to understand that our women are our protectors. They are giving us our food. They are giving us our future. This means the women are the ones that give birth, and also they are the ones that are supposed to teaching the children. So the children are our future. So if a man does not really control his woman, this means like if he does not give the woman enough love, and showing her the way, because the man is the head. This means that like the man should show the way to the woman. But in the in our present time, you have to know something, that our women's become even stronger than our men's. And this is what the so-called Gentile people understood. They understood that the women are stronger than the man, and you can believe it or not. Okay, the man is only stronger because he have the position. But if you go, if you go to, if you see it in reality, you will see that that the woman is stopped not to be over the man. Everywhere around the globe, the woman should get in lesser money. The woman should be under the man. You know, this is a law. This is a law even by the Gentiles. But normally, if we would give our these women's time, the woman would be over us. Why is that? Because but the Gentiles, they're doing everything okay, because they, in Africa, our women have no rights. You know, this is one of the main problems, that Nzambi will not accept a nation that does not accept the women's. You know, and this is one of our main problems. You see, so how can you you know, there is something that there is a history. I will go to my history. I want to tell you the history of my dad. My dad was always searching for the true spirituality. He was always searching for the true spirituality. We came from Angola. It was in the 1989. There was the wall of Berlin here in Germany, you know. And so I grew up with this nigger and all these things. This is normal, okay, here, okay. I grew up with Nazis, you know. So it was not easy. But my father was always searching for the true spirituality, like I have told you. And he's like a fan, you know. There was a time he entered the everywhere where he entered, every religion group that he entered, he became a fan, like always talking about it, like, yeah, this is the true religion, and blah, blah. And it comes a time that because my mother, she's a Tokwit, like Melo, and that's why you saw these songs. But before that, you have to understand that my father never wanted really churches. It's like the most of our the mans, the most of the black mans do not like go to pray. They think they are the most high. They know everything, and they do not have to pray. They do not have to, you know, they do not care about the most high anyway. Okay, so that's why if you have a man that loves the most high, say thank you, you know, say thank you, because the most of our mans do not love the most high. They do not even care. Now, yes, this was the same with my father. He was yeah, he was a bango, you know. He did not understand anything. But my mother went to church, and my father was always to like go to church, go pray, and la 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 la. And also, like me, I was I did not. We have some songs if we are baptizing childrens. Yeah, it's not baptism, but it's like kind of it's kind of circumcision, and then we are doing, it's like it's a feast what we are doing, you know. And that happens to me in Angola, and they washed me. That's why I'm very strong. Even the people that will go to me to Angola and coming back here to Americas, Europe, etc., they will see they will be much stronger than they was before, you know. After a half of year, the power will go away. Then you need to, you know. That's why it's always good if you go back, because Europe is taking people's energy. Now, yes. So my father was a big Gentile, you know, and that man, like the most of our fathers, yeah. That's why I'm making this movie. So, what happened? That man, but always was agreed to my mother to go to church, all those things. And my mother, by the way, meet him by the work. She was working in Tabernacle. in tabernacle they sing and all these things, and the ruach, if the ruach comes, then it says, oh, you know what, this man there, this will be your husband later. And so she met a man that wasn't, not the man was, my father was not even in the church from the Tokuists. He was outside, so he was someone who's doing his businesses, having a lot of women, so like the most of our, like the most, like the man is made, so it was kind of strange, but because of that I am born, and everything is cool. That's why I do not believe in yeah, I believe that everything has his ways, everything. If you see your parents, honor them. If the most I know why you are born there, so now good. What happens is that we grew here in Germany and all those things, and he have found later the Christians, and he could not really work with the Christian church because it was like he was always, why these Mormons, all them Jehovah Wickedness, they all of them, why did they all worship the white man? Because he was always against the white people, because I think the most of our father was, but no one of us knew to fight the white man, the white man. So they did not know the full truth like we have it now, like all these people like Simon Tokoli, Simon Kimbangu, they spoke in spirit. That's why the things that they spoke was so strong, but they did not see what we have seen now, you see. So we have seen differences, and came to that. Now, what happens later, he become Muslim. So this man become a Muslim, and in a place where my mother is a holy, yeah, she have the gifts of the Maliki, So then you see he become worster. We have me. I wasn't was a church guy, but my mother understood that this man is different. He getting baptized by night. He getting a new name from them, from this Muslims, his name was Isa, by the way, and so Jesus in their name, they're giving you a new name and all the things, and he becomes also violence, yeah, against my mother and all on us, So the thing that I want to say is that our fathers, the most of them, today he because he went to Africa. Because he did not want it no more to stay here in Europe. He wanted to do some business day, and this man stayed in Africa almost 8 years. 8 years. I think the first 2 years it was so la la, because he took half of millions down to Angolas, and then this time Angola was very, it was a little bit different, because Angola was they had the dollars, because now the Americans took the dollars from the Angolans, because the Angolans dollars from Angolas, they was found also in the lands of the terrorists. So Angola money was everywhere. So America took it out of Angola. So he was a rich man, yeah, he was. So then he went to the Angolas to do his, like the Muslims do, having more women, fun, and all. Brothers and sisters, King David over there, you know. He wanted to live like King David over there. I'm supposed to hear one day this testimony from himself, in front of millions of people, because there are some mans, our fathers, they have no brain, and sometimes you have to pull them back to the truth of this life, because they are fighting the king, the King Yamazulu, and they think they can do whatever they want. So now he went to Africa, and women see houses there, many businesses went wrong, cars starting to broken, buses starting to the motor starting to break, And my mother will hear crying, always crying. Where's my man? Where's my man? I was like, and me, I wasn't living with my mom in that time. Nah, I was studying, and then I went to my mom's house, and I was like, this man wasn't also not so good for you, la la. But she never took another man, and she always wasn't. She always was in prayer, and this time I did not receive the walk. That's why. This is another thing that I will say later. And this time I could not pray for him because I knew the Most High like him. I was like him. I was also running after women's, having my fun parties and studying. A normal life. A normal man, a normal life, a normal boy, and I could not pray for him because I did not receive the walk like I have it now. I could not know what is good or bad, and this is the truth about them. They think they have knowledge, but they are fools, because you can only know what is good or bad, yeah, if you repent, if the Most High give you the spirit of knowing good or bad. It's like you eat the tree, the fruit of the tree, Then after that you will be woken up because you have to die, and woken up again in spirit. And these people, they think they are so wise, so clever, so smart because they are the fathers, But by the world played with him. Everywhere, losing money. People gave him spiritual money. The money lost in his pocket, and many things I cannot even say. Houses. This man becomes so. His life became so hard that after 6 years later or something like that, or 5 years later, we went to Angola the first time. You have to know I grew up completely here in Europe. First time we went to Angola and all these things because the ruach. Then I received the ruach. I could see, and the war was strong. And he already heard, oh, my son there, he's different now. And he stayed in the Muslims, so he going to prayers from this Allah Akbar, and and we met him, and he was so skinny, and but the other people that we met in Angola, they was so nice, good looking, like mellow, white skin, In Angola, the sun, it's making you nice, the sun is giving you power, but he was so dark and ugly looking, and was like, this man is suffering, this man, he left his family, the woman is at home crying, every day, praying for this man, and this man was like, the woman is attacking him, everything, he was completely against his woman, like, this is the woman, she's associate, her church is associate, everyone is associate, hey, the man become crazy, starting seeing things, everywhere, going to jail, in and out. You see? Do you see what is going on around the globe? You, as a man, because I have now, I'm preaching live. Normally, I have to make this video by giving you scriptures and apocrypha. It is not good if a woman feeds you. That is sure. Find a way, if the woman is stronger than you, find a way to work with her together. Find a way to build up a family. But the man's, no, this woman is stronger than I am. She's better than I have to overcome. I have to be better. Then he went to the Islam. And do you know that Islam is about... once I have told my young brother Moshia that it's about... It's about, So if you understand how this church is built up, this big old temples, with money, sacrifices, you will understand, how churches are. It's about money. So, this man searched for money. That's why he went into the Islam. Not because he wanted to know who the Most High is. And it wasn't his religion. It wasn't his spirituality. Because he is from the Bakongo as well. So he knew things from our forefathers, and he was in the middle. That man, he suffered so much. Sometimes in Angola you see that water comes. And if water comes and you have built your house not according to Europeans' ways, The water will come into your house. It can be the water can take you into the kilometers away. He was sleeping in. He was sleeping. You know, he was sleeping over the water. You know, that man suffered so much, and even then he did not stop. We went. We came. I was there, and the things because of our prayers, because of our prayers, because of the Kimbangish church, Tokwi's church, because he did you know do you know what he started to do? He started to visit every spiritual church. In Africa there's a lot. He started to visit every spiritual church to get in deliverance. But the real deliverance, yeah, is a deliverance for is a heart. It's a circumcision of your heart. He never repented. He went to he went to these churches for one reason, to know more who is attacking him, who is doing this and this to him, who is taking all his money, and the first enemy was his woman. I was like, okay, very interesting man, you know. He see his woman in the night coming to him, and you know, I'm a seer. I am a seer, brothers and sisters. Jonathan was good yesterday. This preaching, this man is a preacher. I went there. I start seeing things, you know. I see this man. He's in jail here. I say he's in jail. His own family. So from the part of his own, they are doing it to him, and he's starting to mock and saying, it comes from the part of my mother. So I was like, this man is so blind, you know. They give him food, wrong food. He went into wrong businesses. So everywhere people was playing with this man. Wrong religion, yeah, alone. Because the man, he did not want to talk to anyone, you know. You know, all of the family members hated him, you know. No good testimony about him, you know. And really, I was like, that man should die. It's better for him, maybe, you know. And but my mother always was like, no, big old prayers. He should put me inside there. Pray for your father, la la la. And I brought CDs. You know, I have started this ministry in Lingala. So I have preached in Lingala. And that time preaching in Lingala, I took all my CDs to bring it to the Ngunzas there, to the leader of the Tokwis church, to the leader of the Kimbangis church, Yeba. I know all of them. Up to Congo and Angola, Namib. Up there, or in the villages, I give them the CDs of Yesaya Congo. I have started it a long time ago. And about what they have to do, what will come, and all these things. And I gave him always my CDs, my father. And I always told him, always preached him with love. And I did not remember the old, because in the old, I went out from the house of my fathers with 15 or 16 years. Because this man was a very, very aggressive man. You see, he was an aggressive man, and me and him, it wasn't. It was like Tom and Jerry. You know, this man wasn't good. He wasn't. He never took his responsibility as a man, as a father. You know, I have learned much from him. Learned much, and I'm proud of him. Yeah, he brought me to Europe. He brought me to life. Yeah, so I'm very proud of him. But still today, humble you. So you thought you can be like Lucifer to reach the moon, and you know, to fighting Tatanzambi, to do whatever. Now you become like this. So the thing that I want to say is, our fathers, this was my father. Everywhere in these ghettos, everywhere in these favelas, everywhere around the globe, our fathers. Hey, do you know the sin of the fathers? Did you ever heard about the sin of the fathers? The fathers, if your father is not good, there are some fathers going violently against their own children, raping their own. There are many things. It's about the father. You know, You are that what the father, yeah, is teaching you at home. You know, and there are many things going on. If your family wasn't good, this will go after you your whole life long. Do you know what is happening in the most of the Catholic churches, the members of the Gentiles that lives in homes, many of them with 8-9 years, yeah, yeah, getting violent, raped, and all these things from their fathers. You know, I never had this kind of problems, but I knew how he was aggressive, beating, and all these things. So I went out from the house. Then I had my first girlfriend. I had her 7 years long, a white girl. Yeah, she was like my mom as well. Yeah, same age, but she was so high educated. I think the most I gave her to me so that I could build up myself. You know. But my father wasn't the responsible for Mikhael Massa. No, never. Yeah. So even my sisters didn't grow up with him. So what should I say now as a man? Is he a good father? Is he strong? No. But after that, many prayers. The Ngunzas over there in Angola, etc. They did a lot of work. He repented. Now, if you see him, even if someone beats him, he will be like, excuse me. But hey, the most I took him from here and put him here. The wicked man will not stand in front of the Most High. And that's why our man should them humble himself. You know, you think you are someone, but you do not even have the full understanding. Yeah. You never ask the Most High, and you think you are wise, but you are a fool, you know. He thought, because you think you are wise, I will make you a fool, and you are the fool, you know. And you are the leader of your family. If your family is suffering, it's because of you. If your family is broke, it's because of you. If something happens to your children, it's because of you. Huh? What kind of head are you? I would kill myself if something would happen to my family. I know that it was my mistake. Whose mistake then, if it is not mine? So these people, really, I'm not good with them, huh? I'm not good with our fathers. That's why you see that even the Messiah, he never went to these churches or temples. He never spoke to this mission, to these wicked fathers. Wicked! They think they know. He never had any relationship with them. He goes to the younger. Read Psalms 110. The younger generation will bring salvation. These stiff-necked, hairball fathers, they do not want to learn. You know, the mistakes of our forefathers, the sins of our forefathers, is with them. You know, the only thing that is good is like they have brought us to life, and some of them really they worked also hard for us, so that, you know, because they worked. It's not that like our father worked. You know, they worked for the white man, like in government, paying tax, all those things. But the rest, they are not there. So now, the Most High say in Yoel that He will wake up fathers and mothers in spirit, so that they will receive also the work of prophecy. You want the work of prophecy? You have to humble yourself. This is the first thing. This means, again, like Jonathan was preaching yesterday about serving. One, then you have to go to two, then to three. So which kind of father wants to do that? He's the man, he's the father. I saw people, they came into the time that I was in, sometimes I went to church from the Toquists. There, normally you can't enter if you have bad spirits. And the pastor, because he's not so the strongest, that man cannot see. But me, there is a man coming inside the church, and he was searching for salvation. And that time, it was a time that I wasn't so good with these pastors and etc. Because he's also an elder. So now, the man came inside and he saw we are singing and yeah, you know, the church full power and more. It becomes hot. He's starting to opening the window, you know. He's starting to sweating, you know, looking out of the window like a demon is inside of him. I was like telling my cousin, hey, do you see that man? He needs deliverance. And he was like, oh, I can't see anything. I see this man is half that. No, normally I should stand up to tell to the pastor, look, but it's his church, yeah. So everyone has to serve according to his gift. You know, and this man, it's clear that he came for searching for salvation. Before that, he also have talked to this pastor before, but because the talkists, they do not heal, they do not help. It's not like me and tell you do the spiritual baptism, help yourself, find that Zambi. Maybe one day we will see ourselves, then you will receive the full, according to the prophecy, the full deliverance. No, they are not like this. You have to become a talkist first, a member, then you receive healing. Crazy. They will never touch you before you are not one of them. You know, I was always against this. But what happened to this man? After 2 weeks later, he died. He died. So the thing that I want to say is, even this man who died, why do he not open his mouth? He was inside problems. There is a woman. He came to the shop, and all these things. He turns to a snake, and he in Germany. This is not Africa. So there are certain families. There are certain families you do not want to enter. You do not want to intermarry with. You do not even want to have any kinds of businesses with them. Believe me, the problems is always in the families. Look to the man and the woman if they are together. Look if they are really love each other. If you see two people walking, talking to each other, and there's a man and a woman, hello, tudo bem? Then you will see directly if there is love inside or not. You see? So the thing that I want to say is also, yeah, that in our culture, it's like before you marry a woman, you have to learn about their families. You could see it on Isaac, you know, and all these things. You have to know it's who is there, how do they live, do they have any kinds of sicknesses, what is really, you know, even the neighbors will tell you about the girl or the man that you want to marry, because it is normal. If you see many people die in this family, do you think the same curse will not come upon you? So the Tanzambi, and no one will understand this great Buddha. Sometimes he took bad and good and mixed it together. So this means your whole life your mission will be to support a wicked asshole. You know? You know, it can be that your whole life, really, you have to support and to help someone that cares about nothing but about himself. You know, it is so easy to produce children, so easy, you know, but to be a man, this is another thing. To be a man over many, this is even totally different. I did not see many of our fathers that are men. It's not because you go and bring money at home. It is something that I have learned from the Gentiles. If they have a company, they will do everything to give the company the next generations. This means the son, the daughters, or someone like that should take the company, and he will also work on the company, and the company will become mostly even bigger. Our forefathers left nothing to us, and our fathers will do the same. if we are not strong enough to open our eyes and to think like, oh yeah, it's cool if I have $1,000 in the month. It's cool if I have $1,000 in the month. Brothers, this is a slave system, and it's breaking down soon. You have to know, if you are poor, you also are mostly wicked. You also mostly think totally bad, and you are supposed to do wrong things because of poverty. It starts if you're young. Huh? If the family can't buy things that you want, you will become aggressive. You will see it will harm you, it will change your life. You will be rebellious against your parents. So if our fathers do not search for the Most High, they will never do something good for us. And I have seen that, but the Gentiles we can't say anything about them. But look how they give the gifts what they have. They train their children to that, and their children, they're making it even bigger. Why should I go now after having a shop or after having something small? Why should I go to search for someone else and to give it to him? Or to keep it with me and die with it? Hey, there are some parents outside there. Fathers, they own land, things. They would not even tell you as a son or a daughter that he have these kinds of things. You know, it's sad, and I saw all these things. I saw how the company works. That you need every member so to do anything. But these things I did not see it in our community. I could not see it in many families. And if you see the many families are going down, and they will go down. They will. Okay? They are already down. They are already here. You know? And we say in Germany, it hurts me. The family members should start praying for this man. If your father do not wake up, then you are supposed to do it by yourself. You have to take your mom, and to say, hey mom, we have to work now so that our family tomorrow, because me too, I will have children, they will have children, that our name, because the name stays. This name stays always. It's like if you have a daughter, but if my name, Massa, right? Forever. You know? This means my son will be a Massa. Always. A man is a man. So, if you do it right, then Tanzania will maybe helping also your father out of this jail. The thing is, to make it short, our women are very important. Hey, if the man sees that he is not so clear with the things what the woman say, he should support the woman. He should say, do your thing, maybe you are right. This is how the Gentiles work. He will be not, no, you are the woman, you are wrong. I am the man. Everything what I say is right. No. He would say like, hey, do your business or try to do that what you want with the family. Try to resolve the problem like this you want, like you think. And maybe we will see. And women started to building up their walls. In the time of Hitler, everything was destroyed here in Europe. Men and women worked so hard, they built up Germany again. You see? Today we have a president, she's a woman. We had kings like Nzingambande in Angola. We had Beulah. We had a lot of queens queens in Angola, Queen of Sheba and all of them. So
It's okay. No?
this awakening isn't so easy for some of us.
It's okay.
Behind every strong man is a stronger woman.
Problem.
That's why you see all the presidents or any pastor or any high class guy, if he goes to a meeting, he always are supposed to bring his woman. Just to tell you that it's very, very important that yeah, it's very important if you have a woman. It's very important. Many, oh, I am called without a woman. I don't think so. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. The most I say, you should be like like the stars in heaven. Okay, you should multiply yourself. It is a gift. It is a must. You have to. Why do the Muslims do that? Do you want to kill Banabeto? Do you want to say that? Do you want the Gentiles to become more than us? So you say your ministry means you do not have to have a woman? It's a lie. You have problems with women. You're scared because you do not know which kind of woman will come to you and how you will handle her. It's heavy. Brothers and sisters, this was only for our fathers and some of the women to see that the men their position, and if they do it in righteousness with righteousness, hey man, we can. Everything is in their hands, and we can change the world easily. Thank you very much for listening, and for my brothers and for my sisters, keep going the work that you are doing. If you go to church, anyone, pray for your family. Never stop praying for your family. Never. Sometimes we are weak. Then hey, there's so many testimonies. I just came with one. So many women are frustrated waiting for them. The men's are going after women's and and women's are at home praying with 5 or 6 children. This is nothing new. So but these people, they are destroying the whole family. It's a family curse will come upon them. And sometimes the Messiah is good. He lift up 1 or 2 of the family children's, so they become big persons, and then you will see the father, my son, I have loved you so much. Salama. Thank you for listening.